In serious economic times, accurate bidding and accurate job costing is more important than ever.
Yeah,
that's what our
that's for
solution
sure.
does for a low monthly cost of $99.
What is going on out there in YouTube land? I just said that because one of the Vols guys I follow, he's always like, well, hello there out in YouTube land. But we're not going to start our video like that. I'm Chris Work. I'm here with ProfitDig. We got Wally Rankin of Trout Creek Home Inspections, LLC.
Got that, man.
All right. That's kind of a mouthful, and we're just, spitting it out like
We're like
that.
damn
Yeah.
professionals, right?
Man, we are like damn professionals. We do not mess around. And, of course, we got producer Jerry over here.
Well, I'm just hanging out tonight. I'm not
Hanging
really
out tonight?
producing.
Well, I know. I'm so used to calling you producer Jerry, so we're going to stick with it, I reckon. And then, actually, we have Jeff Givens, who is producing tonight's show.
So we have no Jeff Spencer tonight.
We do not have Jeff Spencer this evening. Nope. He is at a birthday party, actually. So
We'll carry on.
we'll carry on. We'll carry the torch. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, fellas, I appreciate y'all joining us, especially Wally.
Thanks
man,
for
it's been
having
a
me.
minute since you've been here.
Yeah,
It's
it
awesome
has.
to see you again.
Always great to be back.
Yeah,
here.
man. Fantastic. Well, what's going on, guys? I mean, I know there's all sorts of things going on.
Man, the world is wild, is it not?
It is.
It is wild, yeah.
Well,
It's crazy.
So Wally, why don't you give us your perspective on the market, real estate market,
Sure.
whatever, from the home inspection standpoint?
Yeah, absolutely. Home inspections and real estate within, and I don't know about, across the U.S. I'm sure there's pockets where the real estate industry is a lot hotter, but definitely in the Nashville area, we've slowed down a lot, and home inspections have died down quite a bit. We're like, sales-wise, our company, we're less than 50% of where we were last year at this time. So we've slowed down quite a bit, but I mean, it's just something where markets are going to go up and down. They always do.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's called capitalism.
It is.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just, for especially people that have a family or whatever, you just got to find something else and move in that direction.
Yeah. Plug the gaps.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's right. That's life and business in general. You pivot.
Yes.
Where we were
Yes.
earlier.
Lot of pivoting. Pivoting is good.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, so I don't think it's surprising. I mean, we've
No,
had
not
this
at all.
surge in home prices over the last few years, fueled by government spending and these big hedge funds using basically interest-free money to buy everything up.
Yep.
And then on top of that, now we have rapidly rising interest rates. You can't have super high home prices and high interest rates.
interest rates.
You've got home payments that
Yeah.
most people. If I was watching something today, I don't remember any of the details, but basically it's like the percentage of Americans who now can actually afford to buy a new home has shrunk dramatically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I saw something similar in that your buying power has been cut in half, basically.
Yeah.
With
A
the
lot-
interest rates.
Yeah. A lot of what we see is people from the West Coast who are selling their homes out there that have been high for many years, and then they're selling their homes there and then coming here and paying cash for it. And I hear a lot of people saying, with the uncertain future of our country and everything, they just want to get their name on a piece of paper before something happens. So there's a lot of uncertainty out there,
And fear.
and fear for sure, for sure. So yeah, it's just an uncertain time, and we just do what we can and
Absolutely.
keep rolling along.
So I watch a lot of investment videos and read a lot about this kind of thing. I find it interesting. My degree was in economics and finance from college. I like all that stuff.
Yeah.
try to learn how to be a trader. I'm terrible at it at this point, but keep practicing.
Man, $100 at a time, it's like, that's my strategy, is I only lose $100 at a time when leverage trading anyway. Try to minimize the damage.
That's how you get rich, ain't it? You only lose $100 at a time.
That's right. Yeah, that's been my strategy to date.
Yeah, that's a better strategy than putting in lotto tickets. There you go.
Don't copy trade me.
No.
I completely lost my train of thought there somehow.
I'm so sorry. No. Well, you're talking about you were watching some stuff earlier.
About economics. Yeah. You're watching some videos on economics. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's good, man. I'm
Watch some videos on economics, kids.
That's awesome.
And you too can be successful.
That's
fantastic. Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot.
Well, I have noticed though, like in the neighborhood we live in, there has been a little bit of construction going on, and it has continued throughout all of this. I mean, they haven't dropped the shovels and packed it up and gone to the house quite yet.
They have not. I'll give you an example of an inspection I did yesterday in a neighborhood up in Clarksville. I did an inspection in that neighborhood last year, 2 doors down from where I was yesterday. And they've continued to build in that subdivision, mainly across the street. And there were 4 or 5 houses in a row across the street, brand new construction, that for sale signs in the front yard. They're just sitting there.
Just sitting there, yeah.
Just sitting there. Where a year ago, the for sale sign would have been up before it was completed and taken down as soon as it was completed because it was sold.
On that place.
Yeah.
Well, what about the rental market? I mean, if I'm a developer and I'm sitting on cash and I want to continue investing, it's
Dry powder is the idea I was trying to remember earlier.
Okay.
There is going to be, many intelligent people think, a massive collapse in asset prices, homes, the stock market, all of it. So someone who has buying power, which, certainly that's the affluent, but anybody who can figure out a way to come up with some money, there's going to be some good deals.
good opportunities. Yeah.
It's the way it always is. It's when you get into when everybody's selling, that's when the people who have the money are buying because they can get more money, more value for their dollar at low times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, Jerry, you've passed it to me like suddenly I had something on the tip of my tongue, and now I can no longer think of it. Dang it.
Well,
like we're not going to call this the doom and gloom episode.
No.
well, no, this is like there are natural economic cycles.
There are.
Now, what has happened is reckless policy by our federal government and the Federal Reserve has caused, they have artificially inflated all asset values for about the last 40 years.
Yeah.
And so now it's the time of reckoning. I mean, everything's kind of teetering. The stock market's actually been up the last couple of weeks. Cryptocurrency is booming this week. I wish I owned a bunch of Bitcoin. I don't own any of it right now.
I don't have enough.
The whole thing is on the verge of collapse. But it's because instead of this kind of cycle, there's been this kind of cycle because of the artificial, inflation market. When it crashes, it's going to be bad. But if you can get through it, man, there's going to be some deals to have. I mean,
That's for sure.
I mean that's it. Yeah. You have to figure out how to take advantage and profit from whatever the cycle is.
Yeah.
And then along the way, there's pivoting, perhaps from one profession to another. What have you got to do to make money and get through this?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, gosh, fellas, I don't even know how to close this out. It's like I don't know. I'm like, do I need to check my bank account or what investments I have?
You know what?
Like,
all right, I don't want to keep on this negative kind of, but we're just talking about stuff people need to know. This is the hard business here. There is a concept I think a lot of people don't know called a bail-in, when you deposit money into a bank, you are basically an unsecured creditor to the bank.
To the bank, yeah.
Yes. And a bail-in is a concept in which the bank basically keeps your money in exchange for an ownership interest in the bank itself, which really can't be sold. So it's kind of the opposite of a bailout, where the government just gives the bank, billions of dollars. In this case, it's the depositors themselves who fund and correct the bank. So, point being, I would not have large sums. This is not a problem for me. I would not have large sums of money, that in a bank account.
Yeah.
Now, maybe that sounds paranoid, but it's kind of like buying ammunition. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Think ahead to what you may need to do in these potentially bad times.
Oh, absolutely. Well, banks are like college football coaches at big institutions. It's like they can make really bad decisions, drive their business into the ground or their team, and then they usually get to walk away with some reward from either the government or the institution in which they coach for with these crazy contracts or something like that.
Well, if you get into that college football gig,
that's where it's at. You start studying your X's and O's. I guess that's the message here.
That's like the only job I can think of where you can be really, really bad and get fired and walk away with tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And then get another job.
Right. And then they get another job. Yeah. Well, then they go get one that's a little less stressful. That maybe only pays like $1 million a year for a while. Yeah.
But they're still living off the money from their last contract.
Still living off the money from the contract they got. The job they got fired from 2 or 3 schools ago. It's insane.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what you need to do. You need to study your football, become a master of offense or defense or special teams. Special teams coordinators at large schools can earn, very high 6 figures.
Kickers are people too.
Do it.
Absolutely. That's right.
You can do a Butch Jones and get fired, collect millions of dollars, and then go get coffee for Nick Saban for a few years.
Yeah, while earning your check from UT. All right,
guys.
Look, I'm gonna get us out of here. Hey, listen. Look, I know the market's down, but if you are selling a home or purchasing a home and you need a home inspection and you're in the Middle Tennessee area, you should call our friend here, Wally Rankin at Trout Creek Home Inspections, LLC. He will help you out. We will have his contact information. It's in the description of the video. Jerry? Wally? Oh,
well, hold on.
I know. I totally forgot to even plug the product I work for. Actually, I'm a partner in ProfitDig. I know, ProfitDig.com. Check us out. We have the easiest to use job bidding and costing.
I would like to just add.
All right, Jerry, just cut. You close this out.
I'm cutting you right off. I would just like to add. In serious economic times, accurate bidding and accurate job costing is more important than ever.
Yeah,
that's what our
that's for
solution
sure.
does for a low monthly cost of $99 a month. So I'm sorry, Chris.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So in addition to that, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave some comments, let us know what you want to talk about. We will see you again soon. Later.
See ya.